before I get myself in trouble with samples, potentially, scoot on over to the browser. Go listen to my music on Bandcamp if you feel so inclined. Also, I started a little blog thing. You can check that out if you want. It's got some weird projects and random thoughts on it. All right. So, what I wanted to do is focus on sampling, focus on slicing up beats, and try something I haven't tried. So, we're going to do that. Step 1, sampler. I'm actually going to put a multi-synth in front of it. And let's load some stuff up. That's renoise stuff. Go. We'll go with this one. Make a new pattern. And I think these are 2-bar loops. I'm not entirely sure. So we'll stick with the 32. And all right, so simplest way of doing things. Play the note. And our 7. Duplicate that down, and then if they're 2-bar loops, they might actually just be 1 bar. Not entirely sure. We're gonna find out. All right, so do a 4, 8C. Oh yeah, so hey, what's up, Bikasha? I think last time I was doing this and Sauzer mentioned he just interpolates, and it's actually a great idea, but there's a little bit of a gotcha with doing that with just a 32-step pattern, because you'll end up with your last one being just the end of the thing. So what I'll do is make this 31 steps, 31 lines, and then we'll just make this one our 8,000, 8 hexadecimal thousand, and then interpolate, straight, linear, interpolate. Yeah, that makes quick work of that one instead of Yeah, instead of being a dummy. All right, and then you can just come back in here and make it 32 instead of 33 again. It might actually be a 4-bar loop. Yeah. Let's try it as a 4-bar. +1. +1. Will it work if I don't put the 7 there? Let's find out. Let's do this. Dice. No, it didn't. Okay. That's okay. Oh, that's what I want actually. Back to 64. Let's hear it. All right. So there's our beat lined up to the grid, as it were. And so first of all, my issue with this method is that it just you don't have. So if you just do the one note, then you're dealing with just one envelope on the sampler, which currently is set like this. We can, tighten up that decay, get rid of this extra point. But we still, so if we listen to it, we can still hear like the, it's basically just jumping to these spots without any sort of envelope in between. So you hear a little bit of popping. And then naturally, the thought process from there is just to fill in this one with a note. Oops, wrong one. I could just use my keyboard. There we go. Now that sounds weird. And it's because we have all these little, just the resolution of this envelope isn't great. So what I wanted to try to do, and I haven't done this, is just use an ADSR. We'll see if that'll work. All right, so I want probably only a 1 millisecond attack. Turn the decay down, sustain level up, and maybe a 1 millisecond release. That might sound bad too. I don't know. We're going to find out. We just have a lot more control over it here. The other thing that can help is to turn the polyphony of the sampler down from 8, so you don't get that overlapping. But then again, you might get the popping again. That's not bad, but I'm still hearing it just a little bit. And then this, I think I need to set to, what is it? Start instead of start on first note. Is that what it is? what triggers each time. I'm kind of a bonehead, so feel free to help me out. Maybe we'd want to do it without the sustain and use no. Maybe it is working. I just can't tell. Smooth transition. Okay, so restart. All right. Yeah, so it's working there. And then just a matter of it's actually not bad. This might be something that's already been fixed. Huh. Another thing you can look at is the envelope interpolation. So you can change that from, oh, I guess it's just linear or off. So you can turn it off entirely, like I think Sauzer mentioned. Let's play with the tempo and see what it does. Really jack it up. All right, so I'm crazy, and this is just totally fine as it is. I don't think it needs the ADSR. Yeah, seems fine. All right, I'm crazy. We'll just get rid of these. Also, how cool is the retain the links? Oh my gosh. Among other things. All right, so then naturally, if you want to go crazy with this thing, you can, you know, copy and paste or duplicate, like, so maybe I want to go like that. That might sound dumb. Let's duplicate that down. It's okay. It's not great. Another thing that I've been playing with, also kind of spurred on by conversation, well, just in general thoughts from Sauzer there is it's just clipping. I mean, I'm doing that on my master, which is probably crap, but I've been doing that a lot more on my like individual instruments, just running things through a distortion. Sometimes I'll put an amplifier before the distortion and then just setting the power to 1. And like it's clipping here. It just razors that right off both sides there, the distortion. And maybe there's a better way to do that, the hard clipping thing, but I think that's the accepted way. I don't know. I just do things. Just press buttons. Other fun stuff. Maybe wanna... So something that I like to do sometimes is just like randomly throwing some note offs too. You can do that as a variation. So we'll save this one as it is and make a new one, make a new pattern. And then you got to be careful with this stuff because sometimes it sounds absolutely horrid, but give it a shot. Just like set my step to 3 and just throw in some note offs like a madman. Now that sounds bad without the yeah, I find that as far as clipping is concerned, a lot of times I can get away with like 2 or 3 decibels without it being really perceivable. So it's totally fine. And I'm gonna go back and all right. So let's play with that envelope some more because with those note offs, I'm not totally sold. Sometimes what I'll do is, and it really just depends on the loop, whatever you're chopping up. Sometimes I'll turn off the sustain and then just give it a longer decay or adjust it to kind of fit the whatever the time is. Add in another point. But then, of course, that all breaks when you change your tempo, so. God. It's weird because this drum loop has quite a bit of reverb in it. Yeah, just turn the envelope off entirely. I kind of liked it there. Oh, what I'm doing essentially is just bridging those, yeah. Yeah. Try disabling the internal. Kind of like it on better. It's all right. It's manageable for sure. Another thing that's fun to do with breaks is try to like emulate. Oh no, come on. Why isn't my backspace key working? Hold on. Oh my god. Huh. Well, for whatever reason, I can't use my... Oh. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I can't use my... Oh, my keyboard's not working at all. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Come on. I think my USB hub might be. Oh my god. Alright, sorry about that. Make it sound like a old dirty sampler. Do some filtering. What? Why? Why? Why K? What is going on? I was out gardening. Perhaps my dirty fingers have ruined everything. What is going on? No. Alright, I'm going to try a different USB port. This is... I've never had an issue with this keyboard. Just stream related, apparently. Oh man, I'm out of ports. She's on the fritz. What's going on? Do I have another keyboard? Alright, we'll use a different keyboard. Ah, man. Annoying. Alright. What? Alright, maybe it's not keyboard related. Then if you want to crunch some more, just gonna leave it at 1. It's fine. All right, let's do something else here. It's getting boring. Boring. How about this? Let me pull in something I was working on. Let's see if this is any good. See if my dirty boy is any good. Copy this. Oh yeah, lovely. Kick sounds a little bit late. I mean, this weird, stupid bass kick thing. I honestly don't know what I was thinking when I made that. If I put an actual, I use kicker a lot. Um, I was also playing around with just ducking instead of the transient. I don't know. I might just pull that down entirely. And then yeah, so ducking. How was I doing that? I think it was just I might have actually just it's not really ducking, but using an envelope to fold the bass in with think I'm going to need something else here. I might have to like invert the ADSR. Let's try it. So multi-synth, we'll go into, just kick. Oh, wrong keyboard. Just need to get this keyboard out of the way. Keep reaching for the wrong keyboard. All right. So something like that. But I need something else here because I play this. Yeah, DC offset. I think that's what I need. You're right. And then just crank the DC offset. No. Actually, okay, let's adjust this first. We want 0. We could just turn sustain off. Wait a minute. That's not what I want because it's not gonna. That might work on its own. I don't know. But I don't think so. Let's hear it. Oh. Oh yeah. It's not what we want at all. We want it to be. What do you use? Attack. Bank. That looks more correct. So let's just try like 90. And it might be a little clicky. I'm not sure. Let's give it a shot. Oh, another thing I always do. I'm not big on the kicker click. Man. Oh. Oh man, I'm a mess. You can tell I was just out in the mud. The plants. Mind is somewhere else. 13. So just remapping the kicks to the multi-synth. Yeah. So if we mute this. Not great. Maybe I need some decay, like 1 millisecond. Yeah, that kind of hit. It's kind of late though, I feel like. I don't know about that. Really grooving on the. Let's try this. Let's do more fun with the with interpolation, like velocity and. Start with an wait, do this, basically invert velocity envelope, and then set the repeat to like 16. Oh yeah, that won't work now because let's just turn up the noise. Let's go wild. Still not sold on the relationship with all this here. It's a whole lot easier just to throw a compressor in there and sidechain it than what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm just looking for different ways to do things, I guess. Popped up on Ben's main YouTube page. Wow. What a great honor. What an honor. One for invert and one for DC. Oh. All right. Let's try that then. Whoa. All right. So this one will be just the invert. This one will be just the offset. I feel like... Oh, okay. I don't think I need to invert it though at all. Do I? There we go. I don't like this. I don't think it sounds good. But concepts are there as far as, you know, slicing stuff up, doing some other basic things. Let's go back over here. Let's mess this one all up. So, if you're like me and you can't remember anything ever, you just right click and set effect. There's everything right there. What do you know? Although I don't think it's everything. I think some things are missing from this list. Am I crazy? Also, I don't know if I can actually do this. Oh yeah. I don't think it I don't think it lets you re-trigger with the offset, or maybe the offset has to come after the re-trigger. I don't remember. The repeat. So let's try that. Okay. What is this? It's 7 and 800. And then we'll just back over to here. That note in. And does that work? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. No. There we go. This 101. I actually want to do something like that over here. But I want it to be and this one's 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2. Oh my god, change my step. This 1, 2. That didn't really work how I wanted it to. could get a lot more control over this with some clever routing and a loop module, which I've done in the past. We could try that. Loop. Yeah, we'll put this in here, and that, so it'll trigger the loop on each note. And then, do something like that. So we want our delay to be, yeah, we can set a much quicker loop with this here. And then number of repeats, we really probably wouldn't need more than, really depends on how wild you're going, but I don't think typically for the short stuff I'd want more than 2 or 4. I don't know. We'll see. We'll try it out. I'm gonna actually change this back to what it was previously. So these are 7s for the phase offset. Gonna get rid of those so I can see what I'm doing. 2s, and then 8. After 8 comes A, C, E. Okay. All right. Delete this nonsense and play with the loop module instead. So I think before and after it, we have to set repeats to 0, and then we just increase them to what we want. We can also play with the delay line. I'm going to set it to like 32 for now. And so before that beat, I can right click on repeats, right to pattern. No, that did a thing. That's okay. I don't need those anyway. I don't understand why it did that. Maybe somebody could explain. And then right here, do the same thing, just set the repeats to, we'll try 4. And then we could, throughout here, go up above here and we'll write our delay line. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Delay line. Write that. And then on the second line, we'll change that delay line to 24. And we'll go to 16. And then, yeah, what was up with the colored arrows? That was weird. And then 12. All right. And then we'll just here set it back to no repeats. So let's see what that sounds like. That was kind of fun. Might be kind of too fast though. Let's try. So delay line. Let's set this to 64 to start us out. So it kind of buzzes right through. Then we'll go down to 48. I have no idea where my cursor is. There we go. Yeah. And then finish it off with 24. Let's hear that. Oh, I didn't even hear it. Oh, it's because... Did I overwrite my thing? I did. All right, yeah, I put that in the wrong... Gosh. I put that in the wrong spot. All right, so this one... needs to be... 4. Let's try that. Oh. Maybe 4 is too much. Let's try 2. 2 repeats. Maybe just 1. Oh, yeah, these arrows. So let me just show you. If you go to the documentation, it's in here somewhere. You can hit Shift K to add that, and it allows you to layer on effects to a single line. So it applies effects to the previous. There we go. Yeah, Shift. No, that's not it. What am I? So Shift K, insert special command, previous track. The other way you can access it, if you, for whatever reason, can't Shift K, or if you're using SunVox on mobile device, is you go up here. I guess when you're in pattern edit mode, there's oh, is my face in the way? Yeah, it is. But if you hit special command up here, then it gives you that as one of the options, and you can, if you hit it, then it puts it there. So I think it just turned purple because of the module before it, but that's so weird. I don't know why that would be the case, as it doesn't really apply to this module. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing there. But what's strange to me is that they're white here, and then they just turn purple after I put in that other that other module there. It's strange. Yep. You have to be, there are certain effects too that you have to, well, you have to be mindful of like where you place them if you're chaining them together that way, and some of them actually can't be chained. I think that like something to do with delay might be one of them. I always have to look back and remind myself every time, but I think if you're setting a delay in ticks, it doesn't work, or maybe I forget what the case is, but there are definitely some use cases where the Shift K previous line or previous track command doesn't work. What if I put this on ping pong? Then maybe I'd want it to be 2 repeats, and maybe I'd want to tighten that up. I don't know. It just sounds mushy. Not really into it. We could try doing try putting this over there and then doing some cuts. I don't know. Just to kind of hold the rhythm together. I think it was there. I don't know. We'll find out. And then so cuts might be one of them that I can't actually apply to a previous track, but we're going to try it. That would be 1C. We'll just try 4 ticks. Maybe we want it even shorter because it's repeating, which is leading to the... Maybe just 1. That sounds horrible. Put it back on normal mode. It's kind of okay. I don't know. It's not a whole lot. I don't know. Also, that might be one of them that, so if I bypass this, is it even doing anything? Oh, it is. Yeah. I think. Yeah. My filter might be a little too intense as well. I kind of like this filter way down and just... Let's go back in here. Oh, that's what... Yeah, okay. It was my envelope that I made that was... Oh, okay. Years ago, tried to use the slide to note set effect, and it just didn't work. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I don't think I get that. So if we just add in, for instance, like an analog generator, and we'll just throw this right in there, but set it to a sine and just like a... So yeah, it's kind of weird, the slide to note. So if we want to use that, I would have to set it here. Slide to note. And then I have to set a speed, which then, depending on the speed that I set, and it should tell me, yeah, speed, yeah. So depending on the speed that I set, let's just go with something like that. Then I need to add more lines here to get it to actually slide, to match the whatever the duration. So it's kind of strange. Oh, that's too fast. Here, we'll make it slower. Like 4. But if I got rid of like, if I got rid of these other lines, then it would just not quite make it to the note. And I'm assuming what you were after was like have it slide to the note and be at the note by this line, which is just not the case. It's weird. I end up using a glide module a lot instead of this, but it can be nice depending on what you're doing. A lot of times, like with vocal samples and things like that, it's nice to like if you have two separate voices going at the same time, then you can set different slide times and they'll perform differently. It's pretty cool. Let's try. I'm just gonna play around with slide to note now. So will it slide? Will it slide in four lines? Will it slide? I don't think it will with it set to 20. Oh, it did. Yeah, that hit. I think just to be. So let's look at slide to note in the documentation. Oh my gosh. Pattern effects. Slide to note. This effect will slide to a note being played on a track. And the parameter. What? 1 semitone equals 40. So I'm guessing it's 40. 40 would be a semitone per line, then? That's got to be it. The speed. Man, the parameter XXYY, 1 semitone equals 40, states the speed at which slide will occur. If a slide rate is not specified, then the last slide rate used, yeah. Huh. Yeah, that's not incredibly clear. But I believe that means per line. So let's test it out. So 40 would be per line. And so we're going from here. Let's do, so we're going from A to D. Semitone doesn't, yeah, I don't see why that, A to D. Because that would only be 2.5 semitones if it's per line. I don't know. So let's set it to 40. And then instead of D, I will have this be yeah. And we'll just do the one there. And it should do the semitone, I think, if I'm correct. So okay, that's fine. Now, if I set this to like G instead, it'll still only get to the G sharp. No. What? Maybe it means, maybe 40 means, maybe it's a, oh, I wasn't even sharing. Maybe 40 means line and not semitone. So if I make it 20 and we do, oh, I guess I don't have to do 2 there. I'll make it 20 and then I'll do 2 lines, and does it still slide all the way? Yes. So if I make it 10, but do 3 lines, does it not make it? I can't tell. Let's go even finer. Like 8, so that'll be half. So in theory, if it's lines, then this would need 8 lines to do the full. Let's see. I don't think that's true. Like, yeah, it did the whole slide there, and that. I don't know, man. I can't figure it out. So what if I change this note again down to something way lower? I don't know. I honestly think that 8 might be so. I don't know. I think 40 might be 1 line. So that setting this to 8 here would make it 4 line. No, wait. That doesn't make sense either. Let's set it to 4 just to really. Man, this is. Okay, that didn't make it. But if I double it, the length. It did not make it. Yeah, I have no I have no idea how honestly I just play around with this value, the x the xx the parameter until it sounds how I want it to. But we set this to 1. Okay. I'm still not totally sure what's going on with this. At 3 it works. At 2 it works. What if we remove? All right. So 4, I think, is actually 2 lines. So if I set this to 8, it'll work in 1 line. Okay. Yeah. I think 8 is 1 line. I think that 4 is 2 lines. Now, it doesn't matter what note. Let's just go wild. Nope. It's still somehow tied to pitch. So yeah, the semitones is correct, but I don't know, like, is that a semitone per, I guess, per line? So with a bigger slide, you would need this to be a higher value. But huh, yeah, whatever. I don't know. What's new with you guys? I'm kind of spent on Voxing. So check this out. Something that I'm doing, not SunVox related at all, is this. I designed a little circuit for just like a piezo preamp for guitar. And so far, it does not work. So don't read this article and try to build it because, yeah, it's not working correctly at the moment. But anyway, just kind of a fun little thought experiment. How cheap can I build a little preamp for an acoustic guitar? And I think I'm gonna end up going with one of these other designs that's in this read here. This is the one that I use. Super simple. Just uses a FET and a handful of capacitors and resistors, and then the jack itself is a stereo jack, so it works as a switch for the ground to the battery. But for some reason, I can't get this to work. I got it to work a little bit with my bench power, but not with little coin cell battery. So probably won't be doing that. Might do some more testing, but then there are some other designs here that use 9-volt batteries I might try. But just kind of a fun thing. It's crazy that these, like the systems that people buy to put in their guitar, it costs like $300. And I don't think that that's $300 worth of parts. And then when you factor in however much it costs you to get somebody to put it in for you, most guitar players I don't think are going to be drilling in their own guitar and installing these. So I don't know. Just thought it'd be fun to see if I can come up with something that works well enough. I have like a variety of sizes of these little piezo discs. This one's pretty big. I think it's a 35 millimeter. I've got some 20 millimeter and I think 25s as well. So I can see what sounds best. A lot of people say it doesn't matter, but anyway, well, we'll find out. Yeah. So basically, if it works, you would just take one of these little guys. Sorry about my dirty hands. I was in the garden. And with some 3M double-sided tape, like so, stick it underneath your bridge in your guitar, and then wire up this little preamp that would just basically switch on when you plugged a cable in, and it give this a little more juice. These things sound pretty good, really, but a lot of people complain about how tinny they sound, and basically the reason that they sound tinny is that it's like a super high impedance component, and so if you just plug it directly into like a low impedance audio input, what you're going to get essentially is like a high pass filter. So you have to bias these and amplify them. So to get it to get it to sound correct, you need something crazy like it's like a 1 mega ohm resistor. And when you do that, then you obviously need to amplify it. So you use something like either a FET or, if you want to do a discrete amplifier or an op amplifier or op amp chip. So that's what I'll be doing next, seeing if I can get something working. And I might actually, I have a handful of various passives here, so I might see if I can breadboard something instead of just going the route of ordering parts like I did last time, but it takes forever. I attached a piezo disc to my classic years ago and just taped. Yeah, it totally does work. I mean, the only thing that you'll notice if you do that is that it can be just a little bit tinny. I think also I've noticed that it picks up some low frequencies too, so you really have to be careful, like if you're knocking the guitar or anything like that. But I think that there's probably some differences between the size of these, and then placement's also probably super important. So anyway, looking forward to doing a little bit more with that, playing around with it. But yeah, feel free to read through my my thoughts on the matter if you want to. It's there's not much thought going on there, but fun either way. Oh yeah, and if you haven't, go check out my music. It's on SoundCloud. It's on Bandcamp. There's my face when I had a mustache. I actually went on a cruise with my fiance, and this was months ago. And for some reason, I thought it'd be fun to grow a mustache for the cruise, and it just all of our photos from the cruise they're horrible. I look like an absolute creep. So mustache regrets. I didn't know that we'd be taking so many photos, and if I had to do it over again, I wouldn't have the mustache for the cruise. Yeah, so you're absolutely right. Yeah, so if you look at the LR bags thing, they have, so theirs is different than some of the others, but they use, and I have one here, but I haven't installed it in a guitar, but they use this little like cable thing as the, I don't know what this is. It's just like a piezoelectric cable. But I've installed them before, and I installed one in my Martin that I play primarily, and it looked a lot like a piezo disc, but it was just a long, almost like a blade that would fit right under the saddle, and then had the wire that came down at 90 degrees at one spot where you drill the hole through the bridge. But yeah, it's a little bit different. I think this bit here, it might be a transducer. Could be. I think that more likely this itself, this big plastic thing, is some sort of piezo that's encased in plastic, and they're hyping it up as their whatever true mic. Maybe it is a transducer. I don't know. Either way, it's not $300 worth of parts, and I think that with a few iterations here, I could come up with something pretty decent that a person could very easily just make themselves, or order up a circuit board and the parts they need and put it all together. Anyway, that is that. Oh, and also, I have a little, if you go over to my website and you click on chat up here in the top right corner, I have this Rocket Chat server running, and it's embedded here. So if you want to chat with me, you don't even have to sign in. You can if you want. You can create an account. You don't have to. Just click talk as anonymous, put in a name, do the thing, be nice, But anyway, just kind of a fun little thing I added in there. All right, I think I'm going to cut it off. It's been a pleasure. We'll yeah. Catch up with all you guys